Children, children, gather round. Granny tells a tale profound. Brambles prickly, corpses grey. Hallows Eve is on its way. Feather of a murder bird. Hearts of soldiers now interred. Add to this an evil plot, paling those that I have wrought.
So there's four giant wolf spiders, and then the one giant spider, and then the little gnomish-like creature with the red hat. You can see he's wearing iron boots as well.
Does this happen during the rest or after the rest?
This is happening at the very end of the rest.
Okay. Everyone, I'm gonna go check out a disturbance. Just chill here and stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
I start making my way towards that.
I'll sneak after him.
Okay.
Little shit.
They're moving, moderate pace, 20 feet a second.
Okay.
Not a second. 20 feet every round.
20 feet per second!
20 feet every round or so. And you're able to follow them. They seem to be heading northward. Northward, I should say. And you can tell at this distance, northward, as you follow along, there seems to be through a break in the line of the trees. Just one single break. You can see a tall-ass evergreen. Taller than any of the other trees around in this area. Mm-hmm. They're fucking shooting up, rising out from the rest of the forest. And they do seem to be going in that direction. Mm-hmm. Make me a perception check.
Yay.
You too, Dyer.
20.
Okay.
Nice.
I also have snuck
14.
Okay.
Who is with the kids?
I am. Roll me a perception check as well, Pam, since you're out there.
I just don't want to be unincluded, guys.
Right.
Actually, you might want to leave the other stone with Draven, because we might be able to hear each other through the two stones.
Oh my god.
Even though the witches would obviously be able to hear what we say.
I really don't like giving it up, but I'm going to give you the box that it's in.
Roll me your perception check, please.
Okay, yeah, so it's 10.
Only Quincy can see off to his left a little floating white light ball float out from behind a tree. And then behind it, another floating ball flows out behind a tree. And behind that one, creating a line, is a third little ball floating out from behind a tree. And then a fourth.
What color were the balls that fucked me up the previous day?
The white, amber-ish light.
Okay.
They're the same color.
Have any of my perception checks seen these jerks?
You can tell that Dyer is behind you. Pam steps on a twig.
Yeah, you probably can. Only 19 on stealth. Oh, sorry, 21.
Pam, roll your stealth real quick.
That last one had actually been beaten at 21.
Where is my stealth, actually? 4.
Pam steps on a twig, you hear it crack.
And you can probably see me now.
And then you hear, fuck!
And I look back like I had no idea you were there.
You see the spiders.
Oh darn it!
You see the spiders, when you hear, oh fuck, you see the spiders stop. The little gnome figure raises his lantern out in y'all's direction.
As quiet
Duck
as
behind a tree.
As quiet as possible. I try to whistle and just flap.
As quiet as possible, try to whistle.
It squints its eyes, and then it turns around and starts driving the spider caravan back north towards this very tall evergreen tree.
Okay, we've seen the tree. Do we want to go back and get the others, or yeah? Okay.
We shouldn't split up.
Also, as I go back to convene the two who happen to be here, also we should go back because
something wrong with your eyes, man?
Look! And I point at
look at his fingers.
wisps.
The wisps. You can see the will-o-wisps. Fuck. There's a line
of behind a tree.
There's a line of 4 of them leading off into the forest.
How far?
The furthest one is about 50 feet away.
We go now. We go.
And they seem to now start to be floating towards your group.
No, go.
Go.
We are leaving.
Where do you go?
Back to the henge.
All right. You go to the henge.
I'll carve a marker in one of the trees here, just so that we
Good. That you know where north is. Okay, fair. You get to the henge.
And I'll do that periodically as we go back.
The 4 will-o-wisps come to the edge of the henge, and they stay outside of the henge. but they do sort of float around in a weird circle. So they'll disappear behind one of the stones, and then they'll reappear back from behind one of the stones, and sometimes they'll switch directions, but they slowly sort of float around the edge of the henge.
It's a good thing you consecrate.
Do I
this place.
remember at what ranges they hit me last night?
They had to be, like, next to you.
I find a, like, is there like a rock?
Yeah, there's
Do you want
stone.
a throwing dagger?
I don't want to waste one.
Will-o-wisps. What background do they have? Are they like woodland? Are
Wait, what do
they?
you guys know, or?
Yeah, we can.
Good question. Good question.
And you see these guys can slide them.
For the record, I also have 3 daggers that I wouldn't mind wasting. I make my own weapons, I don't need them.
That's true.
Why
You
should
know
we-
that they are undead in nature.
We don't have a cleric.
Okay.
Undead,
but they're not abysmal.
Abyssal.
Abyssal, no.
They're not abyssal.
Okay.
You
So,
have any holy water left?
so
I do. I only put 1 drop of holy water on the thing. I also do have a steel mirror. I don't know how will-o-wisps react when seeing their own reflection, if they even do see their own
Do
reflection.
they have eyes?
Try it.
Yeah, it's worth a try. I'm just gonna tell the spellcasters to get ready, because I don't know if we, like, hit them, if they're gonna ignore whatever protections are in this ring. If they get just, like, if they just subsume with rage. And
I don't
What
think-
kind of damage do they do?
Lightning! They do lightning damage! I can tell that, right?
Yeah,
They do lightning damage!
you know, firsthand.
They do a lot of it.
They
I
do
don't
a
think-
lot of it!
I don't think that they
3
can
of
come
them
in
took
here
them
though
down.
because of
Right. Like, as we see right now, they're not coming in here. But who knows what will happen when we make them mad? I know what happened when I made them mad.
Well, I'm not going to attack them. I'm just going to reflect their reflection on
Oh, yeah,
them
you do
and
that
see what
first.
happens.
Go ahead and do that.
You reflect your reflection on...
It's a steel. How big is the steel mirror? I'm sorry.
It's like a normal hand mirror. There you go, yes.
For visual.
You reflect the image of one of the lights.
And I'm
back at
standing
it.
how far away from one of them? Like 15 feet?
You can...
25?
Yeah, you're standing in the circle.
Far enough away?
Yeah. It looks at the light. It doesn't come near it, but it actually, as soon as it sees its image, you see it flick out, and you can't. It's like it's invisible.
Just it doesn't go away.
It doesn't. You don't think it goes away. It's just it turns invisible, and you know that will-o-wisp can do that.
That's great.
So it doesn't like its the look of itself.
Yeah, but that still doesn't mean that it can't attack you when it's invisible.
We don't know. All we know is that it might have a self-esteem issue. I'm getting ready to throw a rock at one. I'm looking around.
don't.
Are we ready? We're gonna have to deal with this at some point. They're
I know,
right
but-
outside.
Yeah.
Please don't make them mad.
Anything we do to deal with them is going to make them mad.
It
unless we
is
figure it
getting
out.
darker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you throw the rock?
I throw a rock.
Pick one. You can see one. Throw a rock at it.
I pick number 1. There's
Sure.
no,
Sure.
Like,
Just
The invisible one or no?
yeah, just throw a rock at a will-o-wisp.
yeah. 14.
You don't hit the will-o-wisp. It's whips out of the way.
So I'm gonna try when he throws. I'm gonna throw a rock like behind him,
Sure.
so that it looks like it's just his rock.
Yeah, sure. Roll it.
No, without proficiency, it would be 12.
No, it also actively dodges that one. You can see it glow a faint red, and you can see the skull in the light, and then it zoops towards you. It tries to get into the circle, and then it gets into the circle, and you can see the ground. One of the flowers turns towards the will-o-wisp and actually start to suck the light out of it. And you can see that the will-o-wisp tries to float away, but it seems to be caught in this flower's magic.
I throw another rock at it.
Yeah, sure. Roll with advantage. It seems
So-
restrained.
Oh fuck yeah!
So
Let me
I
get on this.
And the other 3
Actually,
will-o-wisps, the one will-o-wisp turns visible again, and they sort of gathered around as a sort of audience watching this one other will-o-wisp.
So 16.
Does not hit.
18.
Does not hit.
They might be ethereal.
So I can deduce that this is like a holy ground,
Yes.
and they can't come into the holy ground.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So
After a
awesome.
while, you see all of the light, including the ethereal skull that is floating in the will-o-wisp's body, quote-unquote, gets sucked into the tulip, and you see the tulip make a little gulping action as something travels down its stalk.
Okay, so the first thing I do is saunter over to the tulip and pat it.
Okay.
The second thing I do is, because I hadn't said this before, I fucking pick up the silver sword that I dropped earlier.
Yes.
And then I throw another rock.
At one of the 3...
Yes.
Sure, go ahead, roll.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't expect to hit. Like that's a
Yeah,
5.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
No,
I don't think I would hit with a 20.
They all are making a triangle. They make the triangle bigger as your rock goes in the middle of the triangle, and then they all flick into invisibility.
Okay, I'm gonna go up beside him
Mhm.
and help action. I don't know exactly how,
No,
but like,
we just throw more rocks. Just throw more rocks.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Is a
Wait.
ranged.
Give me your rocks.
Wait, is
I'm
a
gonna-
ranged attack at an invisible target like at disadvantage?
It would be
or-
a disadvantage, yeah, because you can't see
Can I
it.
cast Eldritch Blast on one of them?
Yeah, it would be a disadvantage, but yeah, you can't see them. You can only see where it was.
bonfire. That's an area.
I could also cast Light as a cantrip.
I mean,
On an object you
Do you
can
have fairy
see.
fire? Do you?
No.
bonfire can.
But I'm gonna take the
Do-
rocks.
do
How
it.
many are you throwing?
I just picked up a handful.
Okay, so on each of them, I'm gonna do a drop of holy water on each of the rocks, just to see what happens.
Okay, yeah, sure. Sure.
Well,
I cast Bonfire somewhere that I can see.
Do you want to cast it in the area where the will-o-wisps were?
Yeah.
Alright, sure.
Yeah.
Whew, buddy.
pretty sure they have a high dex.
What's your DC?
13.
They meet and beat after rolling a 4.
Damn.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have a +9 to their dex. Their dex is 28.
Okay.
I want that.
Me too.
But
I want that for
but
now.
you see one of the will-o-wisps flick into existence and move out of your bonfire as your bonfire starts.
But now the area's lit up so we can see a little better, right?
you can see the one will-o-wisp.
All right, holy rock. Let's go. You wanna volley with me?
Sure, roll.
Sure. What were you doing to the?
I was so on both of you. I did one drop of holy water on each of the rocks.
Sure.
So now they're holy rocks.
It's not advantage.
No, it's
not
not
restrained.
restrained. It's not restrained. You're gonna have to make straight rolls.
Yee. If I were a champion, that would have been a crit. 21.
21 will hit.
I did not hit. 14.
So roll a 1d4 for the rock.
Do I get brute on rocks?
I mean, it's. You have to check. Is it melee?
Oh, the question is it proficiency?
I think it might just be weapon attack.
Proficient. I'm not proficient in rocks.
There you go. What's the damage?
3?
Though you hit the will-o-wisp, it seems to do like a tiny bit of damage to it. Double that because there was holy water on it.
Okay.
6.
Ah.
It
So-
seems to do more damage than you expected. The water sort of burns the ethereal ball.
But it still seems like a fuck off ball, and it doesn't seem particularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to do.
Blast that motherfucker. Come on, guys.
Wait, I would like to try something. Because I have dancing lights.
Okay.
And I'm interested to see how the wisps react
Okay.
to like a ball of light
Sure.
by them.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna.
You cast a little ball of light. How many balls of light do you create? You create a number of them.
I can. Oh, it says I can create up to 4, but I'm only gonna do 1.
So you create one.
It's outside of the. I cast it outside of the circle.
Describe this ball of light for the audience.
It is a torch-sized light, making it appear as torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs. I can also have 4 of them create a humanoid figure, but I don't want to do that yet.
What would you? What color? What hue?
It doesn't say.
So you
get
get
to
to choose.
pick.
You get to pick.
Okay, so the same color as the wisps.
Okay.
Yes.
The
Outside of the circle,
Yes.
by where they are.
yes. The 3 wisps then float up and seem to be inspecting this floating light.
I'm gonna move it.
They follow it.
Okay, great.
Where do you move it?
To the left.
Okay.
They go to the left.
I'm gonna
Take it
draw
back
them
now,
in.
yo.
Draw them in.
Draw them into the circle.
Your ball of light floats in.
Mm-hmm.
They see your ball of light float in. They fail their wisdom check just to make sure that the ball of light is. They see nothing happen to the ball of light. The 3 will-o-wisps float in. There's 3 tulips now sucking in their energy. They're restrained.
I run at them with my silver short sword.
Okay. You run at them. After about a minute of, since they're restrained, after about a minute of Quincy stabbing at them and the flowers sucking in their
take that.
energy, all 3 will-o-wisps are destroyed.
Yay!
Very nice
fucking
job.
amazing. That
Very
was
nice
fucking
job.
amazing.
Very nice job.
Top of my class.
Very nice job. And the night surroundings
Thank you.
seem clear.
You're like this, and I'm like, you? Oh, I see what. Okay.
So what do you guys do? What do you guys do?
Are we gonna go take care of that creepy gnome?
Well, we explained that there's this fuck-off tree to the north and some creepy spiders that we're probably gonna have to deal with, and some creepy gnome that we're probably gonna have to
But
deal
we're
with.
probably gonna have to be careful with those spiders because they carry things.
And
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take the box and give it back to you.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna create how many will-o-wisps? 4?
There were 4.
Okay, so I'm gonna create 3 more balls of light
Mhm.
that end like will-o-wisps, and they're gonna go in front of us while we walk.
Okay.
Very cool.
So nothing seems out of place.
actually kind of like due to like how light works in contrast, it'll actually make it a lot harder to see us just by virtue of being there.
Yeah, good. So you guys roll stealth checks with advantage because of the balls of light.
How much advantage?
You
22.
just roll twice. Take the higher.
Oh, okay. 19.
Chainmail is a disadvantage, so I'm rolling a straight roll.
Yeah, straight roll.
If I were a champion, this would be a crit.
All right. So Pam, what did you roll?
A 19.
22.
8
8 at advantage.
at advantage.
Okay.
Dude?
I rolled a 7 and then an 8.
I got a 21.
That's fine because the rest of your friends passed this group check, so that's great.
Friends.
Oh yeah, also, I guess, just to make sure they don't fuck up. Oh, yay! It's at advantage, so it's not a 1. Alright, good. The other 2 members of your party, Simon and Sarah.
Oh, right, they're
passed
still
this.
here.
You can see, as you're walking north through this forest, in the dark, you can see that other will-o-wisps start to appear. There are a fuck ton. I say a fuck ton, but I mean to you in this area, you can see 10 floating in between trees. You don't know if they're the same 10 all at one time, but they seem to be not bothering your group. And anywhere that your 4 floating lights leads you, they sort of don't bother that. If you look behind you, you can see that out of the 10 that you can see at any one time, there are some now behind you, but they float in between trees. You seem to be in this little area of deception, I will call it, this aura of orbital deception.
I love it.
It's horrible.
Research that as a spell.
Yes,
Huh?
yes.
Research that as a
This
spell.
is an horrible
What,
situation.
The lights?
Pam's orbital deception.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Take inspiration for that.
Yay!
And you keep walking, and you're walking in the middle of the night. After a while, you can see, deep in the woods, you come to this huge-ass fucking redwood. It's right in front of you. And you can see that just out in front of behind this redwood, there is another clearing. It's reminiscent of the Druid Grove. These redwoods are very thick, very tall, and there's a huge one centered in the middle of this clearing that looks like someone has carved a treehouse out of it.
That's dope.
There's a couple of windows, there's a natural oaken door. There is also a little garden you can see out to the just in front of there, and you can see walking into the woods east of where you came in. So just east of where you came in, you can see 3 of the 4 spiders of the 5 spiders you saw are now walking back into the woods, and you can see that there's like a little cone of webs in that area. Maybe they're den. You can see the shadow of one of the spiders crawling into the window, and that's all you see.
Well,
Did you guys want to go knock?
No!
It seems kind of cozy.
Look, it's not exactly fucking Glitter Mitten Grove, is it?
Do you want me to set the tree
Do you
on
remember
fire?
that game? Do you remember that game?
Yes.
I'm not going to say no, but let's let Quincy decide that.
What?
Shall I set the tree on fire, sire?
The kids. The kids.
Right.
It would be a grave sacrifice.
I slap him. I slap
Wow.
him.
I slap him too.
I slap him and I turn to Sarah and I profusely apologize.
Do you want me to kill this guy?
immediately.
Sarah can't hear you over the sound of her slapping Draven. You're not gonna take any damage. Just take a point of dignity damage.
Wait, he's already at 0.
Oh, that's fair. Make a dignity saving throw.
Dignity death save.
You pass your dignity death save.
Yes.
Dignity dungeons and all.
What do you do?
Yes, how are we approaching this?
What are we doing? Are we,
There
going,
are
are we
dark-
going in the house?
Well, you can see that intermittently dark green runes will glow on the redwood that you're next to, and also on the redwood giant evergreen treehouse.
Runes that are what
the
language?
same language and flair as the blood runes that were painted on the stone.
Okay.
And the tattoos that were on the Perrytons.
Okay, so comprehend language.
They seem to be runes that declare this to be a hag lair.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
A lair or
a lair.
coven?
A lair. No,
Lair.
just the lair of one singular hag. The runes do declare that they are
I'll do declare.
yes, that the territories are under the protection of not just this hag, but the protection of Coven, the Coven of Hullack Forest.
Is anyone in town named the forest by that name, or do they just call it the forest?
The forest.
And it's under the protection of one.
Oh.
It's under the protection of all of them, but it's the one hag. What did you say about that? I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. Oh, you're right. It does name the hag. Old Peggy Titchwillow.
No.
Bitch.
Bitch Willow.
Bitch Willow.
If you didn't see that coming.
Draven, you've dealt with witches before, right?
So she was
Have
the friend of Goody Blackenberry, and she was dead.
No, she was the druid that Goody Brackenbury learned. Well, yeah, I guess friend, but the druid that Goody Brackenbury learned how to make the potion from.
Yep.
The druid that killed her, that they found hanging
Hold
from
on,
the
hold on.
tree,
Yep.
and her husband dead.
Yep.
They're the same person.
Yep.
So she's not dead.
Mm.
Well, there's nothing that says that the things that you're reading are up to date.
You can also see an empty noose hanging from a low branch. You could mistake it for a swing, probably not. An empty noose hanging from a branch, the lower branch of this evergreen tree.
How low? Like enough that you could reach up and touch it?
No, you'd have to, if someone was dangling from it, you could reach up and grab their ankles, but no.
Is there a back door?
Is there a back door? You can only see one entrance.
Are
so
we
to speak.
still loosely surrounded by willows?
Will-o-wisps?
Yeah.
You can see them in the woods behind you, but they kind of don't come near here.
Okay.
So you say it's being controlled by Peggy Titchwell, under the control of Peggy Titchwell.
Yes, under control
So
and protection
can
of Peggy
I deduce then that Peggy Titchwell is not dead?
Yes, that would be a correct deduction.
Great. So that would make her really, really friggin' old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why she calls
She's
old,
a hag.
old Peggy Titchwillow.
Okay. So, okay. What do we want to do, guys? I tell them that, by the way. Oh, by the way, this is controlled by Peggy Titchwillow.
Do you guys want to throw something at it?
Wait,
No, like
I'm not
again, the
surprised.
kids are probably inside.
I'm not
Potentially.
saying set it on fire. I'm saying throw something at it.
Maybe like a rock at a window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a dagger.
Well,
No.
I'd rather take anything that we might come across inside by surprise.
We're under a veil of loose protection right now, so
Mhm.
I would like to keep that as much as
How?
possible.
Well, if the wisps aren't really coming near the tree,
That's true.
we might need to stop that because
Okay.
that might be weird.
All
I
right.
don't
So
know.
zip, 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 zip.
How much effort would it take to climb up onto that branch that has the noose on it?
You would. All right. There is a little bench that seems to be carved out of some logs. It's not attached to the ground. You can kind of move that. That would give you a little extra boost, and then you'd have to jump to grab the noose. You'd have to try a high jump to grab the noose. I think you could probably make it.
Okay, so it is possible to get it.
It is possible. Yes.
Guys, what are we doing? Are we negotiating?
And that branch. Sorry to interrupt. That branch does seem to lead to a window. It is a thick branch.
And I'm sorry. There's only one way to get in here, right? Like there's only one door
There's only one door
in the front.
in the front
Okay.
because you haven't walked around yet.
Maybe try them.
I mean, I'm fine sneaking into the window.
Can we all make that? I mean, I've got.
You're a halfling. Someone would have to pick you up.
Why don't we, you and I climb in, and then you
I have
guys
no
go through the front
acrobatics.
door?
Well, you'll have to help me because again, I am short, but like I can do everything else.
Yeah, I'll help you.
All right.
Before we do that, what's our plan? Again, are we going to talk to her? Are we going to just go and, swords swinging, warlocks blazing?
I have an idea.
More like
I have an idea.
Hi.
So I can make one of you invisible if you want to be invisible going into the window and kind of check out what's happening and then come back out. That's an idea. Just throwing it out.
I'm going to rest on my wisdom here and say she's probably better at magic than you are.
That and
You can see like my face get really red.
Wow. That and And I know that I wouldn't be able to do that because, like, invisible doesn't mean inaudible and jingle, jangle, jingle,
You-
jangle, jingle, jangle.
So while you guys are discussing this, you hear
Ah, you fool!
coming from inside of the treehouse, and then you hear elevated speech, but not enough to make out what they're saying.
Quincy,
Yo.
we going?
Yeah.
So I'll try and help Quincy up
Mhm.
to the point where he can like grab the noose and start.
Sure.
Make any sort of...
For how long it will take you, athletics or acrobatics.
Can I aid him in that?
Yes. Also make stealth checks at advantage.
So it's a normal stealth check. Is this an advantage
16.
because of the aid, or...
This is advantage because of the aid. Your stealth check is also advantage because of the elevated speech.
Neat. So that is at 21 on the athletics.
Mhm.
Because
Climb
I
up the rope very simply.
because I have disadvantage on the stealth check,
Yeah.
it's a straight roll.
Good. The branch shakes a little. It shakes some leaves, but it's not too loud.
So what I'll do is because I have to jump to catch the rope, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll let you up first, then I'll try and climb up also.
Sure. Athletics check.
Is there any way I can aid this? Can I like sit? Can I like lump the branch just and like
12.
slightly closer?
You're able to. It's going to take you longer, so you won't hear as much as what Quincy will hear.
That's
But this is what you hear,
Okay.
Quincy, as you sidle over to the window.
Okay.
You can see first inside. You can see a druidic-like haggler that seems to be perfectly formed out of the inside of this tree. There's exposed bark and whatnot. You can see that there is a cauldron there. You can see different sort of potions, like weird potions that have labels you don't understand on them everywhere. You can see in the corner there is one spider just sort of sitting there tending a little egg sac. You can also see standing in the middle is this gnomish-like creature with its hands behind its back. It's one of its iron boots. It's like scratching along the floor of the lair of the room. You can see, and its head is bent as if like it's ashamed, but you can see this ugly hag, tall, green, gray hair, long nose. There seems to be a mushroom growing out of the nose. In fact, there's mushrooms growing out of bits of her skin everywhere. Different shapes, different sizes.
See, I'm just seeing Grimtilda from Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. And she is pointing at this creature, and what you hear catch on to is,
Because I'll tell you what, two children is not enough for me to do anything with, especially after paying tribute to the other sisters. It is not what I require for my magic, you fool! The last red cap I brewed out of the ground was better than you fool! You absolute fool! Now you will go out there and you will get me one more child from the Perryton nest. If they haven't killed it yet, you insolent idiot! Do you understand?
and all the little gnomish creature, a red cap, as she has described, looks up and it just sort of drools and snarls. It doesn't really say anything, but it sort of nods its head in agreement. And it draws out a long sickle, and with the tip of it, it points at its mouth. And you can see now that it looks kind of weak. And it points at its mouth and it points at its hat, which isn't like a bright red. It's more of like a meh red. It's like a dull, it's starting to get pink. And she's like,
Oh, yes, of course. Ugh, no wonder you failed, you driveling idiot. I haven't refreshed your powers.
and so she goes to her cauldron and she scoops out a ladle. And this ladle has this reddish liquid in it. And it seems to be blood. And she starts scooping it out into this bowl, and she sets this bowl on the ground. And then she, for added measure, she goes to one of her cabinets, and she opens it up. And in there is a severed arm. She pulls out the severed arm, seems to have like leather bracers and whatnot.
Probably not a child.
Probably a hunter.
how am I a hunter? She goes over to it and she squeezes from the fingertips down little droplets of blood into this bowl. And so then the red cap walks over with its iron boots, which clunk on this wooden floor, takes off its hat and starts washing its hat in this blood. And he checks the hue everywhere. And every place that looks like a little pink and not bright red, he dips it in this bowl. And you can see he takes it out and it's dripping with blood. And then all of a sudden you can see the blood magically soaks into this cap and it looks a bright reddish hue. And he puts it on and his body seems to be less gangly than it was, but it's still a gangly, weak looking creature.
More buff.
Yeah.
It just looks healthier.
Healthier. Yes, he looks healthier.
He does
And
not
she's
look
like,
malnourished.
he's like,
Yes, well, now that I have done with my part of the deal and no help thanks to you, go out and finish the job I meant for you to do before your time is up.
Are you up here by
I
this point?
haven't heard. Well, I haven't actually been listening. I don't go up to the window. Actually, what I'm doing after I get up to the top is I'm staying over there. I'm listening, but I'm pulling up the noose and wrapping it around my arm.
okay.
You see, I have my knife in my teeth.
Oh dear God.
Okay.
To Dyer, I explain what we've heard in case,
No, I mean, have I been able to hear?
You've been able
I
to
haven't
hear.
seen it yet.
Yeah. The red cap seems to now be going over to the giant spider and is petting it.
I'll help you down as far as I can, and
Down where? Down the.
down
from-
to the bench, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
And then I'm gonna cut off the noose and jump.
Down.
Yeah.
Okay. You cut off the noose.
Oh shit.
dude.
Oh shit.
You hear screech from inside.
Dude.
And then you hear yelling. And the yelling you hear is more than just elevated speech.
Someone has disturbed my lair!
I'm jumping.
You! Forget your task, the sisters can wait. We might have more bodies for them and me.
As she flings open the door and you can see this hag standing in front of you. And she steps out of the way and you can see this red cap running towards you. I need people to make me initiative checks.
15.
I go next year.
Alright, Draven, what was yours?
19.
Draven goes a 19. Let me roll real quick for these three hooligans.
8.
You got an 8. Okay.
Full disclosure, my plan had been, as soon as I hit the ground, to grab you and dash into the woods and hide.
Right.
But not tell our friends.
Oh, your friends can all see this.
Yeah.
I assumed that they
I'm
they
just
didn't say they were
face-bombing
going
right
up
now.
the door or anything, so I
Oh,
assumed
you're
they were
right.
still hiding.
The spider steps out in front of Peggy Titchwillow, and you see it shoots webbing out towards you.
No, Harry, why?
Because you look
Towards
like a
you,
child.
Quincy. I need you. What is your AC?
18.
Aha, you're fine. It only rolled a 12.
You're deaf, Harry.
Misses you. Draven, what do you do?
How far am I?
I'd say you're about 60 feet-ish.
Feet, huh?
If you guys were at the edge and you guys were closer to the tree.
I'll run 30 feet closer to them, and then I'll cast Eldritch Blast.
Aha, yes. Who are you attempting to hit?
There's the spider,
spider.
there's the red cap, there's the...
The spider? Okay, what's the total?
13.
13. 13 is not enough to hit the spider.
That's all I do.
Alright.
Well, you can also hex, right? Well, yeah,
I mean,
you
I can curse something.
Oh wait,
My-
does it say
my
bonus
curse.
action?
Mhm.
Curse.
Who do you curse?
Well,
The red cap, the
is-
spider, or the hag?
Is the hag 30 feet from me?
The hag is now 30 feet from you,
I
yes.
can cast it on the hag.
Is that all you do, Draven?
That's all I did.
Dire.
Okay, so we have red cap.
Red cap, spider, hag.
Where are they in relation to me? And
The spider is in front of the hag. The red cap is running towards you. And the hag is just in the doorway.
Okay, I will run towards the red cap, toss a dagger at the hag, or throwing dagger, sorry. Natural 20.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Actually, since
What?
I was going to kick the gnome, but instead I'm going to use a bonus action to make the knife do more damage. So it does an extra d4. Does that get boosted with the critical?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
All damage dice involved in the critical get boosted with it.
I rolled all
You rolled-
ones.
No way. Oh my god.
No way.
So that's 4 plus 4 plus 4.
Ah, damn. That's 12 to Peggy Titchwillow.
Yes.
Damn, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, it's okay.
Man, fuck. What do you do with the red cap?
And with the red cap, like, I was going to attack him, but I'm basically just going to, like, meet him.
Cool.
Let me just make sure there's nothing else I can do. I don't think there is. I'll use my reaction to gain +1 AC.
Pam, what do you do?
I still have mage armor.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. 12 dead.
Told dead. Nice. On.
Maggie.
Nice. Fucking do it.
Why the fuck not? This is what you get for saying she's a better witch than me.
Do it. Do it.
I have like fierce determination.
Do it.
Hairs in my face. So it has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw?
Oof, that's an 18 plus
Yeah,
2
no.
is not non-natural 20.
Okay.
Sorry.
So that's that. So, okay, hags. Describe the background for them. Are they
You know that they are fey creatures.
okay? So
But-
what would they be affected by? Would they be affected by holy water or any kind of?
It depends on the divine being. You know that some holy orders fight against fey, like the unseelie, which would be what these hags would be aligned with most of the time.
I'm gonna back up into the shadows.
Okay, very awesome. The red cap goes next. What's your AC?
17.
It holds out its wicked sickle and it smiles at you angrily and says, "You messed up the attack. Me gonna hurt you bad." Rolls to hit you with its sickle in a flurry of 3 blows.
Nice.
17, only 2 of them hit. You're gonna take 4 on the first attack and then 4 on the next attack.
Okay, motherfucker!
Quincy, you see this red cap go Wolverine bonkers.
I go right towards it.
Yeah, go right towards it. Fuck it up.
So, yeah, I form rank with a boy. The flail wing. Yay. 9.
Total?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that all you do?
Yeah. I make sure to stay right there next to my boy.
You want to flank him?
I'm trying to proc. Well, do I need to be next to you to proc defender? Protector?
Oh.
Yeah, he needs to be within 5 feet of you for
Okay,
you to
so
use
yeah,
that.
stay next.
You see the hag look over to where the noose was dangling, where you put the bench. And she says, "Oh, husband!" And she flicks her hand up in the air, and you see a skeletal hand wrapped in vines reach out from underneath the ground. And it pushes the bench aside, and you can see rising this half corpse of a lumberjack, half wooden tree humanoid figure with an axe climb up out of the dirt. And she says, "We have company for dinner."
Oh, lady, I mean, I hate your guts, but that is a thing. That's beautiful. You know, that your love stretched beyond death.
Love? He wanted to chop down my beautiful forest, so I convinced him of my ways.
That sounds like love to me.
Oh yes, well, I murdered him in order to get my powers, so that's fine, and then
That
killed myself.
sounds like love to me.
Yes, well, it's... wow, you have problems.
Yeah, you're not kidding, lady.
Giant spider goes.
Right.
You see it try to cough up web. It's unable to do it. The giant spider runs over to where Draven is. It goes to bite you, sir. It rolls a 23 to hit. It's going to hit you with 1d8.
I should be able to Captain America my shield.
Wow.
Towards this end.
Wow. Take 1 piercing damage.
Fucking excuse me?
I need you to make a con saving throw.
You have proficiency in this, I think.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna cast Lucky on that.
Alright, go
I
ahead.
rolled a 1.
Alright.
I have Lucky as a feat.
Yep.
Okay, so you get like 3 of those a day?
Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
You pass. So instead of taking the full 2d8 that I'm going to roll, you only take half as much.
I mean, compared to that 1 I rolled earlier.
Oh my god damn it. Pierre, can you look at what I rolled on those 2d8?
Is it 2 1s?
Snake eyes!
3 damage altogether. No, take 1 poison damage.
Snake eyes!
38.
Yep.
You have
Yep.
more health than I do?
I have 38. Well, 40 total.
You have... He has more health than...
Yeah, both of the wizards, like, went with con.
What the fuck?
Fuck that spider. Draven, you're up. The spider's next to you. It looks like it failed its dignity saving throw.
Buddy, if you think it's gonna be like attacking you a lot, just come to me.
Sarah and Simon see the spider. They run up to either side of you, Draven. Sarah swings her sword at it. She's pretty strong. That will hit. Simon jabs a spear at it. That will not hit. Simon misses in the flurry of all the shit going on. Sarah does 5 damage to the giant speeder. Draven, is your go.
How far away is the lumberjack?
Lumberjack is 30 feet to your left.
If I go to attack that, does the spider get...
Yes, it would.
I cast poison spray at the spider. Constitution save or take 1d12.
Whew. It fails.
So does the poison come out of your hand or do you spit it? You take a swig. Nice, a 9.
Ooh.
Does it get... No, this
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Nice!
Nine's still high.
The spider seems hurt. You blind 2 of its eyes with the poison.
So if I, like, run away from it now, is it gonna have, like...
Still has more eyes.
Still has 6 eyes. More for flavor than anything. But good hit.
Question. Can I cast that bonus action curse on more than one person?
I would believe not. Dyer, what do you do?
I'm going to try and snatch the cap off his head.
Alright, we're going to do a grapple check. Outsized strength. While grappling, the red cap is considered to be medium.
Nice.
Also, while wielding a heavy weapon, doesn't impose disadvantage on its attack rolls.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, it's going to succeed. I've got a 11.
No, it's not. Rolled a 2.
Oh, well.
Plus 4 is 6.
Okay, well.
So, you snatched the cap off of his head, unless you want to grapple it.
No, I literally want to snatch the cap off his head.
Alright, there you go.
What happened?
It looks fucking angry as hell.
Bonus action dodge.
After Dyer, it would be Pam.
Dancing lights. I'm gonna conjure 4, and I'm gonna position them right in front of Peggy's eyes.
Oh, nice. They're fair. She's gonna make an intelligence check.
Great.
She freaks out for a second. When the lights come at her, she's like, no, I protected this place from you. Don't come get this. And she like swats at one, and her hand goes through it, and she's like, you, and she points at you with a gnarly fungal
I'm
finger.
in the darkness. She can't see me.
She knows.
She knows.
Damn it.
She saw them. And when you cast it, you basically you had to get in line of sight to see what. First of all,
Whatever.
yeah, she knows.
You think you're a better spellcaster than me?
Yes, I do.
What were you, top of your class or something?
I was. I am top of my class. God damn it.
All
Are
right.
you still in class?
I graduated at 13.
She's about to school a hag.
The lumberjack.
Okay, Droogie.
The lumberjack runs up to you, Dyer, and with its axe
How's it going, mate?
takes a swing at you.
Disadvantage.
Wait, it has disadvantage
Because I'm
already?
dodging, yeah.
Okay, so I don't...
Yeah, you
right.
can't get double disadvantage.
Yeah.
It misses, but it does swing, takes 2 hands and swings this lumberjack axe at you.
Like, jump up over it as you know,
Yeah.
swing.
The red cap looks at you, it runs back 10 feet. Opportunity attacks.
Yeah!
Yeah! Fuck this thing.
17?
17 will hit it.
16.
16 will also hit it. Dyer, how much damage do you do?
7.
Quincy, how much damage do you do?
13.
Fuck, okay. It takes
I rolled
the
an
hits.
8 on the 8.
It takes the hits. It goes back 10 feet. You see it do the classic cartoon wind up to run, and it charges at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as it leaps with its iron boots facing your body. Basically, as it... Yeah.
Is it RKOing? Are you serious?
Yes, it's RKOing.
14?
The
Holy shit! You barely passed.
I Neo that
son.
shit.
You Neo that shit.
I'm like, I know this move!
It flies over you. The lumberjack is right behind you. It has to make a dexterity saving throw. Because I'm using the zombie stats on it, its dexterity is a -2. It rolls a 2. So, the red cap deals 3d10 plus 4 bludgeoning damage to the zombie. That's not... Be glad it's not you.
Wow.
Yes, that likely would have killed me.
Holy
Not outright.
shit.
I feel like held out the hat so they kicked the hat.
No, because then it's going to kick me after that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I see. Like, step to the side.
Yeah.
It does 15 damage to the zombie, or the lumberjack, as it plows through and knocks the zombie prone.
Is he like stuck in the zombie net?
You can see that his iron boots are now embedded in the zombie, but he's able to unravel them from that pretty easy. And the zombie seems to be not affected emotionally by it because it's the lumberjack or whatever. It's a wood zombie, whatever. But it misses you and it turns back and looks at you very angry, and it moves 5 feet away and preps its sickle, like, you know, it just seems angry.
I'm holding the dagger up to the hat.
Quincy, it is your turn.
Mr. Redcap is now 10 feet away.
10 feet away, yeah.
So, but that also means that Mr. Lumber Boy is like prone next to us.
Prone next to you, yeah.
Advantage.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kavira. Yeah, I'm just gonna wail on it with
Wheel on.
Well,
Action surge.
Oh yeah.
Do it.
That's a 19, but let's see if it's a 20. That's an 18. So that's 1, 8, and 4, and some stuff. That's 9 damage on the first attack, and then another one with action surge. Wow, that's 2 12s. So 16 to hit.
Oh, 16 hits, yeah.
And another 9 on Mr. Lumber Boy.
How do you kill the lumberjack, the lumber boy?
I'm just like, I look at him on the ground and I'm like, Helene! And then, Cassandra!
You break its head in, and zombrains, along with wood splinters, scatter everywhere. Very good. So he's done.
I don't know why he does. I don't have backstory.
Peggy Titchwillow will look at you and say,
I'll show you what magic casting is about.
you see a silvery beam of pale light shine down from the sky.
Oh no.
Jesus?
No, it's Moonbeam!
Orbital laser.
Orbital laser from the sky.
No.
And it seems to
Okay,
be
okay.
staying there.
And so that happens at the start of your turn because you start your turn in the moonbeam.
Sarah and Simon do their attacks. Wow, Sarah fucking crits the spider. And Simon critically misses the spider. Yeah, it sucks for Simon. He's trying his best. Fuck, Sarah does 12 damage to the spider. Sarah kills the spider, chops all its legs off, and then
Wow,
chops off the head. Yeah, she goes fucking nuts.
God damn, Sarah!
And
Are we
she
sure?
just keeps yelling, I want my fucking kids, you shit! 8 words for, or 8 syllables for all 8 legs.
What about the head?
Fuck!
You shit fuck.
Draven, it's your turn. You have a very angry woman who's just taking care of the spider. There is a dead lumberjack. You can see the red cap is still alive, and Peggy Titchwillow is concentrating on this spell on this
Cast
moon.
shatter on Peggy.
You cast what? Shadow? No, shatter.
She makes a what save? She passes it.
Aw.
She it's
Taking
15.
damage off
Half the damage? Yeah, do it.
3d10?
Is there any, out of curiosity, any non-magical objects that isn't being worn or carried? Because that also takes damage in the 10-foot radius sphere.
The door shatters. Yeah, the door behind her and some of the tree.
Add your hex
What about the
blade,
potion bottles?
The potion bottle, some of the potion bottles inside shatter, and there's like
so she
liquids.
takes 2 extra damage after
Dope.
your roll.
So to clarify, the door behind her shatters. Some of the wood around the threshold shatters, and potion bottle. You hear the sound of potion bottles inside, just
3d8. Yeah.
as liquids you see explodes everywhere inside.
Here's one.
Amazing.
6, 3, 5, so that's
Plus 2.
14 plus 2, 16. And then
6.
half that, so 8.
So 8. So she takes 8. Now she has to make a con check to see that moonbeam is still up. It is. She rolled an 18. Ooh, 19 plus her shit. Dyer, go.
To Peggy, right after that, like resounding crack. Like, Jesus. While I cut the red cap into ribbons with my knife, just like stabbing and ripping.
Yeah.
So you want to talk, or you want us to bury you with your husband again?
As the red cap looks at you slack-jawed, she looks at you and she says,
You may bury me with my husband, but my sisters will bury your corpses or do worse to them.
Or you could live.
Living. I tried that once. It wasn't as fun as this.
I mean, this is pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, it is. It's an absolute blast. I'm having fun with it. Like, are we having fun? I'm killing people.
I mean, yes.
I've summoned a fey creature
Absolutely.
to hurt you.
Look, all I'm saying is...
My husband finally gives a fuck, or gave a fuck.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's alright, I can bring him back, it's fine.
I mean, it sounds like you and your sisters kind of have a competition going on.
Well,
so,
yes.
Well, maybe we can help you out.
You want to help a dark creature of the Fae?
I mean, if it gets us what we want, sure.
Sure, if you bring me all of the children in the village.
Okay, can we talk about why you want all the children in the village?
Because I need their
You
blood.
hold on, you little bastard. I'm just saying the red cap.
I need their blood.
For what?
To make the forest grow.
Well, I mean, do you need the blood of children?
Well, yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why do you need to make the forest grow?
Because the farmers are tearing it down, and I only wanted the forest to be beautiful and to grow.
Wait.
Wait.
So you're saying if we could get the farmers to stop cutting down the trees, that you would maybe not need to take the children and their blood?
Well, that, and also I want to have the forest, I want the village, I'm sorry, I know the Reeve is very particular on that, I want the village to be gone, go away, shoo.
Well, I mean, maybe can't there be some kind of compromise?
No.
Is there no scenario in which the village could entertain notions of trade? Is there nothing that you could want from the village aside from the kids? They're really touchy about the kids. It's the kicker. But
yes, that's the kicker for me. I'm sorry. I'm afraid our deal making is done here. It's been more than 6 seconds in the round. We sort of entered a time hole.
Okay, we'll be right back. We'll fuck this kid up and then we'll talk.
Okay, yeah, sure. It's okay.
Okay, so the only other thing I have to ask is, does my cutting this thing to ribbon count as a melee attack? Probably not. I'm stretching.
You're just cutting it to ribbons.
I guess I will then...
Well, does cutting it to ribbons have any visible effect on the
It's
blood?
slack-jawed and angry-ish. It's the angriest it could ever be. Dyer, do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Pam,
Yeah.
it's your turn. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hang on.
You got a good con.
She does have a good con.
That is a 19.
Okay, you pass. So you only take 6 radiant damage.
I have the ward.
Yeah, because you cast an abjuration
Yes.
spell.
Nice.
So your abjuration ward, as the silver beam shoots down like an orbital laser, your ward absorbs that 6 damage. Your ward now has 6 left.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Right?
How far away is she?
It's 60 feet away from you.
Ooh, I'm gonna do Toll the Dead again.
Oh, she crit fails.
Okay, so she didn't take any damage.
She
I hit her with it.
she
Well-
has taken damage.
Okay, great. So she
Because she crit fails, I'm gonna let you roll 2d12.
okay. So she takes 1d12 narcotic damage.
Make that 2d12.
Narcotic damage.
2d12.
Narcotic.
Neurotic. I'm sorry.
Neurotic.
Neurotic.
1d12 narcotic, 1d12 neurotic.
Yeah, I sprinkled some cocaine on there.
Sprinkle some cocaine.
She's a druid. She
Whoa.
can handle it.
I think that's fun. If they crit fail on a spell, yeah, I think that's fun.
Because as long as it's not a
like-
fireball.
Yeah.
I feel like that, especially since it's a cantrip. I feel like that's like
Yeah, that's fair. I like that house rule. So critical hits and misses are usually just attacks, but I don't know. I like it. You know, it's fine.
I'll take it as
I've always used critical saves and critical fails on saves. So I've always done that. I know it's not in the book, but it's my house rule.
it's fun.
What's the total damage?
Just don't crit fail a fireball.
10. So she takes 10 narcotic, neurotic, necrotic damage.
Nirvana.
Nirvana.
damage.
Technologic.
Technologic damage.
Technologic.
Buy it, use it, break it, spell it.
Cast it.
Yeah, cast it, burn it, then upslot it.
Cast it, burn, incinerate it.
There we go. She has to now make a con save for the Moonbeam. She still has Moonbeam up. Do you move?
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is Misty Step 30 feet away.
Okay. Ooh. Very
Nice.
good, very good. And Misty Step is a bonus action?
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Okay, cool. And Toll the Dead was an action?
Yes.
Okay, good. So everything's good. And using the, I'm going to use that same house rule about the bonus action spell stuff. Oh, it's instant.
That is how it works.
Pam, that was Pam, the red cap. Does its wind up again. He backs up 5 feet out of your range. Opportunity attack.
Oh, yeah.
He needs a little distance.
12.
12 will not hit. He dashes towards you, does the same crazy leap. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
23.
You dodge it, and he goes flying past you with his iron boots.
How far?
Just like 5 feet.
Does
He's
he
next
count
to you.
as
now.
a range weapon?
He's no.
Does he count as willfully moving into and out of his...
I was going to see if I could maybe use
No.
deflect missiles.
No. He lands 5 feet within. He lands 5 feet
Just
next
on
to
the
you.
other side?
Yes. Quincy, what do you do?
I swing at him.
Go ahead.
The life of a fighter is very simple. You hit things real hard if you can hit them at all. 15.
At the red cap,
Yeah.
you hit.
Fuck this thing. 11.
Good hit. The red cap is still up.
What did you make this thing out of, lady?
I grew them from a toadstool. I have a whole garden of them. You should wait for them to grow. They're beautiful.
And you can see she has a garden with blood red toadstools in various stages of growth.
Thank you. We'll make sure to burn them.
Oh, yes, well, let's see if you live.
Quincy, is that all you do?
I'm still in with our boy. Yeah.
Peggy goes. You disappeared. The moonbeam is still there. She moves the moonbeam over to Draven. Yay. Concentrating on it. I need you,
No.
Quincy. She speaks in Sylvan, and she speaks an insult to you, and it hurts your brain a little bit.
This fucking Vogon poetry again.
Yes, well, it's vicious mockery. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Oh boy. 15.
You pass it.
Oh god.
Done.
Not that wise, boys.
It's a good thing you went even with everything.
Yes. The next one up in order will be Draven. I need you to make a con saving throw, as the moonbeam is
What
now
kind of damage
over.
is it?
It's radiant
Oh,
damage.
don't I have
You have resistance to it, yes.
Not too worried. Unless I get that. I lucky that.
Wait.
Yes.
Okay, that's that. 10.
10
Only
total.
10?
Because
Yeah.
it's 7 plus 3.
Yeah, 10 total.
Con?
3
Wait,
plus
wait,
your
wait.
proficiency because you're proficient, so plus 5, so 12.
12. You pass it.
Get calf, right?
You take a quarter.
You take half.
Yeah, you take half of half.
You take melt.
So, 6. So half of 6 is 3. A quarter of that, rounded up, is 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm happy, because I was a pincushion in the last fight.
Yeah, right?
Excuse me.
So you definitely want to move out of the moonbeam.
I went
Yeah.
from 40 health to like 6.
Oh, that fight.
Yeah.
The fight I wasn't here for.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How far is she from me?
She's now 30 feet away from you.
I run up to her and I attack her with my rapier.
Wait. Hex her with con so that she's more likely to fail the beam.
Oh, good idea.
Do that.
Okay.
And
I'll
plus
cast-
you get to roll an extra d6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll cast Hex on her and
It's a
do
bonus
it
action.
for con as my bonus action. But this is...
Do you have to use your last lucky? You rolled 3 1s?
God
Wow!
damn.
Don't use that die anymore, my
I-
dude.
Yeah. We're gonna roll.
I
It
rolled
rolled a
a 1
1.
before.
It rolled a 1.
I rolled an 18.
It's alright. I'm not using that. I threw that away. 19,
Yeah.
which counts as a critical with my original curse on her.
Holy
Oh, that's
shit.
right. So you roll an extra 2d6
Wait, you
against her.
Wait,
Ah,
you increased
Yes,
crit range?
from Hexblade Curse.
Son of a bitch.
So,
So I add my proficiency to that, and I also, my rapier, which hits... How much
D8.
does a rapier
God
hit?
damn.
Does he have charisma to
Yeah,
damage?
yeah, to
Because you
damage,
have Pact
yeah.
of Blade, right?
Yeah, he did.
So-
he got improved pack blade too.
8, 12, 14 plus mod.
Plus,
So
what's your charisma bonus?
My charisma is 3,
So-
proficiency is 2.
So plus 5.
So 19.
Damn.
Wow.
And now she con checks.
Now she con-checks hard.
Yeah.
Shit.
At disadvantage?
Ooh, that's a +3 to that. So 13.
Which is his...
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, that, yeah.
She's holding on.
It's fine.
She's holding on.
+3 is a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big fucking deal. Good hit.
That was fantastic.
That was good,
fucking game.
Dyer, what do you do?
So
Yeah.
I'm going to move around to the other side of the red cap,
Yeah.
staying within 5 feet of him.
Okay, yeah.
Flank. And then punch down on the top of his head.
Fuck yeah, do it.
Do I get
Wait.
advantage for flanking?
Yeah.
Wait, are you just gonna do that with your hand?
Yeah. Like with the hand that's holding the knife.
Goddamn.
Natural 20.
Oh, fucking fuck.
That's 4 plus 4, so 8. So
8 damage. Damn, you nearly crack his skull in.
Jesus Christ.
Bonus action. Actually, I'm gonna. Do I want to do it?
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay. What I'll do is I'll pop another moxie point.
Damn.
Elbow him in the other side of the head.
Do it.
19.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. Only 18.
That'll do it.
Okay.
Only
6.
How do you kill the red cap? As you knock its jagged teeth out of its skull.
Oh, Jesus.
But elbow it, knock it forward. Just don't even like bother paying attention to it now that it's dead. So he just like ragdolls and run up and sock the witch in the face.
No, you're good. You're good.
Do you have another?
Yeah, I popped the key point for a third.
Yeah.
But if I pop it, I get 2.
Oh.
So this is
Do it.
that's gonna be a 16.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay,
Con check.
Wow, you've been done.
it's 4. Sorry, 5.
5.
Yeah.
All right. No, she does not have the moonbeam up.
Woo! We did it!
No, fuck you. This is my place.
Pam, what do you do?
So, is she still in the door?
Tell us where the kids
Yeah,
are.
she's still in the door. She is engaged by 2 people, though.
I am going to go invisible. Can I slip past her?
Yeah, you can.
I go into the house. How far can I get in the house?
You can get just inside the doorway.
Okay.
I did forget. I want to use my knife for defense,
Mhm.
and I'll use my reaction to add the +1 to that.
Okay, cool.
I get in, but I step off to the side. So I'm not directly behind her.
Yeah, fair.
And that's all I do.
Nice, good. Quincy, what do you do?
How far away is the hag?
The hag is like 20 feet away from you.
So, Dyer and Draven, are they like right next to each other?
Yeah, there's a third point which you can get to next to her.
So that
Oh.
that point would be next to...
You can stand next to both of them.
Okay, I'll hit her with my flail.
Good. Roll to hit.
Magic card.
16.
16 will hit.
Yeah. Oh, 6.
Damage. Peggy Titchwillow backs away from you all into the room.
Oh shit.
Oh
shit.
Push her back out. So before she gets out of range of you, she gets out of range of these 3 dudes. What do you guys do?
Fucking hit her.
Opportunity attacks? Yeah, opportunity
let's
attacks.
Oh wait, I already used my reaction. I can't.
So the 2 of you, opportunity attacks.
I'm literally up against the wall. Like, fuck.
22.
22 will hit.
18.
18 will hit.
6 damage.
6 damage.
7, 8. Like 8 total.
+2, +3, so +5.
13.
She backs away and she casts Entanglement on the doorway just right in front of you guys. It is centered outside the door for you to know Pam.
Great.
So you don't have to make this check. The 3 of you need to make strength saving throws.
Yay!
Nope.
11.
Even with the fact that I had the save, I rolled a 7.
Okay, Draven?
13.
Only Draven is not restrained.
Great.
The other 2 of you are. And then she gets out of range, moves out of range of Pam. Pam, do you wish to strike at her with a quarterstaff?
I'm gonna stay put.
Okay.
I'm gonna remain invisible.
Okay.
Nah.
How far
Okay.
back is she?
She's now backing all the way to the back of the room, which is like 35 feet away-ish from where you guys are. It's a rather large tree.
Can I ask what is in the room?
What is in the room?
Yes.
Broken potion bottles, a cauldron.
It's one room?
It's one room.
Okay.
Seems
So-
to be one just big, tall, vaulted tree room.
Correct. So, cauldron,
Yeah.
potion bottles.
Bed.
Bed.
It's 2 silken wrapped silk bundles in the corner. They're not squirming, but they seem child-sized. She's going to say,
Your wizard is nowhere to be found. It seems like you will be falling prey to me, old Peggy Titchwillow. no.
That no good wizard disappeared on us?
Oh, drat.
What's in the cauldron?
In the cauldron, it seems like a reddish liquid. Blood, probably.
Is it like just blood, or is it like
You don't know.
potion? Okay.
You don't know.
Can I like detect what it is?
You are not you're not close enough. Draven, what do you do?
So wait, I'm inside doorway, outside doorway.
You're outside the
Outside.
doorway. You're not restrained.
Can you move
But I
in?
can't run through it, right?
You can. Yeah, it's difficult terrain. So
Like half movement?
yeah,
Which is
you won't be
enough.
able to reach her with a melee attack.
I'll run through the entanglement.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get 10 feet away from her, and then I'm gonna cast poison spray.
Okay, yeah. Is it
Con saving
con save? Right.
at disadvantage.
At
Critical.
What?
It's 2d12.
yeah.
What a pleasant way to say fuck you.
Because she critically failed. Even dissipate.
That's a 2.
How do you choose to kill Peggy Titchwellow, knowing that she will have a few words to say before she dies?
Holy
I
shit.
will. I'll cast a poison spray from my fingertips,
Mhm.
right? But only hit her at the feet since she's right out of range. So she's gonna start like poisoning from the feet up.
Shut up!
She's gonna.
Yes. Yes, and that's exactly what happens. You cast at her feet.
Amazing!
You can see as their poison crawls up her legs, the mushrooms start to wither and die, and you can see spores exploding from them as they die. And the spores don't do anything, Dory. It's just flavor. The poison crawls up, and she starts to melt into this like goopiness, and she.
No! My beautiful dreams of a beautiful forest!
She reaches into her pocket and she pulls out an iron totem that you can see, and she says to it,
Sisters, avenge me! I melt!
Wait. Before she does that, I'm gonna become uninvisible and be like, oh, by the way.
No! Fuck! How did you...
and that's the death of old Peggy Titchwillow.
Alright.
Hooray!
And you see all the runes around you, the green runes that were glowing fade away.
Does the totem melt?
No, the totem does not melt, it's iron.
I'm gonna pick that up.
Alright, you pick that up.
And I'm gonna
Pick
put
that
it in
shit
my
up.
pack.
Alright, you pick it up, put it in your pack. I'm not going to make you do the wisdom saving throw because we already know what that does, blah, blah, blah. You hear laughter, blah, blah, blah.
Exact same one?
So what's upstairs?
It looks very similar.
Is it huge?
So, no, it's the same size.
Well, like, I have one in my pocket. Does it have the exact same markings, or is they're, like, paired?
Exact same markings.
Okay.
Do you want to put it back in the box?
No.
Cutting self out.
Alright.
Oh, no, she dies. Concentration's gone.
Who
Yeah,
wants
right.
to take a totem?
Yeah,
Because I have one. Who else wants to take one? Anybody want one?
Sure.
Right, so what do you guys do before
What's
we
upstairs?
end? What's upstairs? There is no upstairs.
It's
I
just-
immediately
a
go
one
for
tree
the
hut.
bundles.
The bundles. You cut the bundles open. There are children there.
Children that
Plural.
I don't
Do you guys
recognize.
recognize these two? I'm gonna say to Simon and
wouldn't recognize them. You
These
were
are
not given
Simon
any
and-
descriptions of these children.
Oh.
Oh, good.
You can see one of the bundles is larger than the other one. It contains a young girl, a younger teenager size, and you can see the other one does contain a younger girl, maybe under 10.
Are they conscious?
You know how Frodo looked after his spider bite? Yeah, they look to be that kind of paralyzed.
Ew.
Anyone good with this kind of thing?
I just
Yeah,
have
but-
holy
Yeah, I
water
can't do it
and
for
oil. Sorry.
I cast detect magic.
Is there anything bad that can happen from an untrained medicine check?
Seems
Or are
like
you just
so.
not allowed to do it?
Yes, they just seem unconscious.
We can take
They're
them
not-
to the real granny.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
real granny.
So what do you guys do?
Definitely want to loot the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You
100%.
find the cauldron is filled with blood.
Find significantly fewer potions than we would have.
Yes. There are among the potions 1 potion of cure disease, 1 potion of health, normal potion of health. You find 1 stump outside that uproots itself and starts to try attacking you, but you guys easily dispatch of
I mean,
it.
it doesn't like
See a
saddle up to
pair of-
us and like ask us to make a pizza.
See a pair of
Oh,
red
fuck
boots.
you. Fuck you and your Zumbini bullshit.
So the 2 potions that you said before were healing.
Healing and
Cure disease.
Cure disease.
Cure disease. Yeah, it's
Pair
one.
of red boots hanging by the closet.
Well, that would ha 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 ha.
few back issues of Witching Weekly.
Oh, it's called a potion of vitality.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. When you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you are suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you. For the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend.
Wow.
The potion's crimson liquid regularly pulses with dull light, calling to mind a heartbeat.
That's really cool. I love those.
And you also find a couple of anti-venoms.
Nice.
How many?
2.
And we got ourselves a noose.
And you find, in the red cap's pocket, you find what seems to be a weird ledger. The quantities are marked in pints, oddly enough. You can think it's blood.
Did someone read this?
Is it written in a particular language?
No, it seems to be written in like scratchy common. Yeah.
Sure.
It seems to be detailing how much blood he's owed for the number of people he's captured or killed or whatever. You can see that there's a number
10 big people killed. Pints owed recovered. 11 little people recovered. Pints owed. 2 pints left owed.
and you can tell that he just hasn't marked that from the ladle that he dipped his cap in, right?
So the last 2 kids that they just got,
There you go.
he didn't get paid for?
Yeah, he just did. It's just, you can also find a ledger in Peggy's books that she's keeping. Oh, you find a spell book, Pam.
Fuck yeah!
You find in that spell book, she's also marked notes.
So she has a ledger of how many that
Yeah.
she's got, and there's 11.
Yes, you can see where she's marked 10 hunters
Okay.
that she decided to keep, and you can make a note that she says, "This will allow me to give extra children, provided I recover more later, to my sisters.
Particularly that hag who keeps bothering me for her share, the Dreadzilla Knucklebones."
Wow.
Any magical weapons lying around?
No, unfortunately not.
That's one hag's name.
One hag's name. So you have Old Peggy Titchwillow and Dreadzilla Knucklebones.
Granny will be pleased and might even elevate me within the coven.
What? Oh no.
As soon as my servant delivers Dreadzilla's share to Warwick. I'm sure it will only take a few days for him to return from Granny's house.
Dreadzilla in Warwick. Is there anything else in this room that is of value? Like anything under the bed, like under the cauldron, under the floorboards?
Since you're checking in all of those spaces, give me an investigation check, and we might see if you come up with a magic weapon or two.
Are we all?
Yeah, if you all want to make a group investigation check.
No. Got a 6.
19.
19.
Nope.
That's okay. You guys are going to get 2 rolls on the percentile die, and we're going to take the higher of those 2 rolls. This is going to determine the loot table that I'm going to pick from,
Nice.
which gives you a pretty good chance of maybe getting
Well, this feels like old school D&D.
yeah, some magic items. That's a 62 on a roll. Ooh, that's just a 7. I thought it was a 70. No, it's just a 7. It's the double
Percentile
0 and a
dice are
7.
Weird.
Yeah, percentile dice are weird. So, you guys get 1d4 times on magic table B.
So how many rolls in the chart gonna get?
1d4.
1d4.
And
I rolled a
most likely
1.
roll
I'm
a
going to
1.
allow you to spend an inspiration to up that to another.
Do you want to spend inspiration?
Okay, so you get 2 rolls. Hidden in a secret knothole in the wall, behind a bookcase of potions. You find a potion of fire breath
Yeah, fucking A.
and a potion of water breathing. So there you go.
She's up to some weird shit.
I mean, it makes sense. This is the potion level, right?
And she could already control Earth. Now all she needs is air.
Get out.
God.
Get out.
So, does Draven want the fire breathing?
I do like setting things on fire.
Does anybody want to, do you want me to just hold on to all the potions?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't
and then
care, yeah.
give them out.
If you die, I'll have no problem looting you.
That's fine.
Wow.
I'm not gonna die.
It's in the contract
Wow.
I walk over and
Yeah, our contract says any potions
I walk
found.
over to Draven and leap up and hit him in the head.
Yeah.
Guys,
Alright.
for the greater good. It's just
The
contributing
great,
to our
you're
guild.
good.
Great, you're good. Let me.
Okay, the village.
Alright, so potion of water breathing. You can breathe underwater for 1 hour after drinking this potion. It's cloudy green fluid, smells of the sea, and has jellyfish-like bubble floating in it.
1.
Yes, 1 bubble. Potion of fire breath. After drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. The target must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, taking 4d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one.
Wow.
The effect ends after you exhale the fire 3 times, or when 1 hour has passed. The potion's orange liquid flickers and smoke fills the top of the container and wafts out whenever it is open.
That's intense.
It's really fucking nice.
Yes, that's what you find in old Peggy Titchwillows.
Okay, so how do we just
What'd you
carry
get?
the kids back?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to bring the kids back. Like, we can't be carrying them around. I
We
mean,
can't take care of them here.
What time is it?
It's dark. It's probably like 7 p.m. After all that traveling, yeah, and fighting, yeah, 7
Oh, so it's
p.m.
not that late.
Not that late.
Oh, damn.
By like city slicker standards where there are lights everywhere,
Yeah.
lanterns.
Okay.
You do see the green flame lantern. Also, you do find that the little flame lantern.
Anything particular about it?
Yeah, it is. It is a common magic item. Inside of this lantern is a candle of the deep. The flame of this candle is not extinguished when immersed in water. It gives off light and heat like a normal candle, but it is a green flame-ish thing coming out of this lantern.
as a human who does not have dark, well, you don't have dark vision either, right?
I
Sorry.
don't. Yeah.
Actually, most of us don't have dark vision. Okay.
Yeah.
I have dark vision.
So it's not it's not extinguished by water, but
Mhm.
it can be snuffed.
Yes.
Totally use
Yes,
this before.
It can be
yes.
snuffed or blown.
It can be
out.
snuffed or
Totally
blown
used
out,
that
yeah.
before.
If it's
So what-
relit, does it
To find out which way is north.
Is it the
Oh, yeah, this is
flame
mine.
that's magic, or is it the candle that produces the magic flame?
The candle that produces the magic flame.
Okay.
I also had a...
Neat.
And also the flame, by token of that, is magic.
Does the candle run out?
It's a magic item. It doesn't list any charges or number of times it has to be lit.
I would kind of like it, but if somebody else would like it more...
It is currently lit.
How far out does it cast? Is it just a normal light?
Yeah, normal light, what a candle would do.
What kind of lantern?
It's not a bullseye. It's just a
Does it have
roundabout.
glass on it?
Yes.
Okay, so then I can like put it on my belt.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'll also tie the noose there, so it's like...
Or we could
Sure.
like
Yeah.
hold the mirror next to it.
Well, I mean, when I want it, I'll take it out and use it. So in fact, I'll probably be carrying it around right now.
What do you do?
We're gonna be walking back through the forest.
I mean, we gotta be careful about those wisps.
I say we just go and hope that the wisps didn't fuck with the candle. Think about that.
Okay, first off, are we bringing the kids back, or what
Yes.
are we doing?
Yeah, we have to.
Bring the kids back. So let's just give a moment of thought as to where we're gonna go next, because they said Warwick.
Warwick.
It said Warwick is where this other hag is.
Right.
I seem to recall her saying something about Perryton Nest.
Do we know
Possibly
where that
having
is?
other kids. I don't know. I mean, he was probably going to go there, so sorry for fucking that up. I didn't think she'd notice.
I mean, kill me. There's no use crying over spilt blood.
You know what? You're right.
Turns out blood is thicker than water.
Oh shit.
Sarah, Simon, would you help us get these kids back to town?
Of course, I know they're not my kids, but I know.
When we
God
get back,
damn it.
When we get back, we'll discuss the best course of action. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how long is it going to take us to get back to town?
An hour, 2 hours trek.
An hour.
So
hour
we
and
still
a
have
half.
plenty of night.
Yeah.
We are sort of tapped if we're going to A, attack a nest, or B,
I
we'll talk about it in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys make your way to the town?
Yeah.
As soon as you walk out from the hag's lair, you hold up the lantern. You saw that the will-o-wisps were starting to encroach upon the lair. And then when you hold up the lantern, they get within about 30 feet of you, and they stop.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
I almost forgot.
Yay.
Hey, Draven, you want to do something about that mushroom patch of hers?
There is a small little mushroom patch.
That we're going to grow into red caps?
Oh, that they grow stuff with them?
That's what she was doing. I don't know if they're still doing.
Okay, let's
She claimed
I
that
cast
they
the-
just, like, yeah.
I cast bonfire on it.
Sure. You go to the garden. You can see that there are red mushrooms in various different growth stages. Pools of blood based around the stalks of these toadstools. And you cast it all on fire, and the toadstools scream and whistle and pop spores, which burn away as they die.
Die.
Yes.
It's a thing of beauty.
Okay, Reaper.
Do you guys go?
We go home.
Go home.
Beforehand,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Flaming Spear at the tree.
Oh.
Burn it down.
Yeah, the sphere basically basically travels around the trunk multiple times, setting the whole damn thing on fire. And now you have this burning fucking torch of an evergreen all the way up in the night.
Let's set everything on fire.
Okay, Sylvanas.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna get the other attention.
One more thing I'm gonna do. I'm
I
gonna.
don't light any of the neighboring forest on
No,
fire.
I'm gonna walk around the tree and just drop holy water around the tree.
Sure. You can see the bloody runes start to.
Yeah, so there's a ring of holy water around the tree.
Awesome.
Are you able to concentrate water? Like, is that a thing, or do you just
I'm
have
just
this
like,
holy water?
I have holy. It's a flask of holy water.
That will take your whole flask of holy water.
It's fine.
Maybe we can replenish
We can
back at the
replenish
church.
Yeah, you guys travel the hour and a half-ish through the forest, holding the green lantern. The will-o-wisps do not bother you. And you make it back to the farm. It's dark, so no one's really out. You have the 2 kids with you. Where do you go?
First, we'll go to the
Brackenberries?
Brackenberries.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can split up at this juncture.
Yeah.
The other child is whose child?
Abatha.
Tabitha.
Abatha Wolf.
Abatha Wolf and Tabitha Blackenberry.
Yeah, that will be
Abatha Wolf.
And her mother was the servant of the reed.
Martha.
her older sister
older
was
sister.
servant of the reed. Yes.
Like, the tabaxi isn't here right now. You're probably fine taking...
Yeah, I'll take Tabitha.
I'll take the wolf child.
All right, where do you 2 go, respectively?
So I'll go to the Brackenberry farm.
I'm going with him.
Thomas is excited, thanks you so much, worried about his child. Goody Brackenberry picks a vial of stuff out of her cabinet of weird potions that she has, drips it into Tabitha's mouth. After a few minutes, Tabitha coughs and wakes up and seems weak.
Can I do an insight check on the grandmother while she's doing this?
Sure. What are you inciting for?
She apparently learned this from
Peggy did.
from Peggy.
Yeah.
I want to get a look specifically if the kind old lady
I see.
motif is an act.
Like,
Okay.
sense motives or...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Basically, I want to see if she knows a little bit too quickly what this is, if she's at all giving off any emotion that doesn't seem to match a grandmother who is just getting her child back. Because I'm a little suspicious now.
So 2 checks. I need you to make investigation first.
Ooh. 17.
If there was any illusion that she put up to make herself seem like a nice, kind old lady, it's not there.
Okay.
She is what she is. Now roll me the insight check.
13.
She is a very concerned old grandmother who has probably seen a poison from an animal before.
Okay.
And she's just going through the old grandmother way of taking care of it.
Okay. So after she gives the concoction, the girl wakes up.
Yeah, after a minute or so.
So I'll back off at that point and let them have their reunion. Hey Thomas, first off, I want to say I'm sorry about the other day.
All's forgiven.
Listen,
You brought my little girl back.
keep watch over her, okay?
I will.
There is a crazy-ass scarecrow out there. A murderous scarecrow. So watch your family.
Wait.
Yeah.
You're telling me that the scarecrow that's been showing up in our fields, that Lothrop,
It's not Lothrop's fault, but apparently it gets up, it moves. It tried to kill my pal Quincy.
We didn't ask about the scarecrow.
So keep an eye out. If you see it, get to the church. Get
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
where you be safe.
He shudders and he nods and he goes back to hugging his daughter.
And there was one more thing. Oh yeah,
Tabitha seems conscious. I mean, very conscious,
to the grandmother. Peggy had her.
The grandmother looks down at her child and looks up at you and says,
I had a feeling old Peggy was kind. Maybe the death of her husband. Maybe the loss of the druids who cared about this forest. Maybe all that weighed too heavy on her heart. And she grew fear, which leads to anger, and anger, which leads to hate, and hate, which leads to suffering in dark pacts. And so she chose a way of pain.
Listen, I don't know anything about that. Okay.
I referenced 2 movies in this. I'm proud of myself.
I saw it. Were you going to tell her about why the husband died, or were you
No, I'm
gonna
gonna
hold
leave. I'm gonna leave. Oh yeah. Listen, I think deep down she wanted to die. So whatever became of her, I think somewhere inside of her, she was still the old Peggy.
Let us hope her spirit finds its way and is not now property of some fiendish or fey-like being.
Well, it's certainly not going to be haunting that tree.
Yes, let's...
Point
yes,
the blaze.
it's a big fire you've lit right there. Yeah, one of you've lit.
But
It is lit.
Shoulder Quincy.
Yeah.
Ask for more of the book.
Whatever you gave her, there was another girl, the wolf girl,
And we might
that
run
we
into
brought
more
back.
kids.
Can I bring some to
Yes, of course,
Thank you.
of course. Take it. Heal them.
Thank
It
you.
is nothing special I did. It is all the anti-venom.
Thanks. And
Oh yeah.
Thomas, lock your door.
And you go. Meanwhile, you take yours to where? Who?
Where she lives.
Yeah, okay. You take it to...
The wolf house. Her parents.
Do they live with the Reeve, or do they live at their own place?
They live at their own place, it
Does
seems.
anyone actually live with the Reeve except the people that works for
Big fucking house, you know.
Yeah, for him. The jerk.
You're right.
Eli and Bonnie Wolf answer the door, both in their sleepwear.
Naked.
They're like, oh,
Naked.
Abatha. You've returned Abatha to us. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is unexpected.
You seem remarkably calm.
Well, no, we're very excited that she's back. We just didn't think you would find her.
We're Puritans.
We
We don't go in for that.
Yes.
It was a stroke of luck, and I was. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but I do seem to remember someone that might be able to help. But I thought it was important to get her here into your.
Yes.
First, so-
Bring her back into the fold. Yes.
Okay. And I'm just this halfling holding a girl, just like.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
You're like holding. You're basically propping her up, so she's like.
Yes.
It's like.
And at this
Yeah.
point, Dyer.
I got stuff. It works.
It works.
Yeah, it's anti-venom.
Okay. Well, help me set her down in the place, and then we'll give it to her. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
There you go.
What are Bonnie Wolf? What are they? What's their job?
They're just farmers.
They said something weird. The fold.
Yeah,
They're Puritans.
they're Puritans.
Yeah, I had a reaction to that too, but it's just
I was
like, it's like no, it all turns out that they're in some weird tree-hating cult, and
And the hags were the good guys. God damn it. The SkullCast.
just humor me for a second. I'm gonna insight 17.
You think they're talking about their the fold? You believe they probably are referring to their family, their religion.
religion.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
You got some holy water?
Crazy grain cult.
Right? Crazy grain cult.
All the trees must make way for the grain.
Oh my god. Yeah, so you give Abatha the anti-venom after a minute. She wakes up and she's like, Mother? Father? Oh, child. Oh, we're so glad you're back. Oh, yes, I was so worried. Mommy, Daddy.
Seems incredibly chipper.
No, she's not. I mean, well, she's
happy
like,
to be safe.
she's happy to be safe. I mean, come on.
She's 8.
She's 8 years old.
Well, I mean, like it seems like she came to rather quickly.
Abatha, we'll let you be, but listen, do you remember any other kids being with you?
No. Granny told me to go out to the forest. And I did.
Right, and not Granny,
Not Goody.
I can never remember this fucking...
Goody
Not
Black
Goody
Girl.
Bracken.
Black-
Bracken.
Brackenberry.
Berry.
No.
The Granny in the woods.
Yeah, the granny in the woods.
What's her name?
Granny.
Granny what?
Granny.
Listen, and we'll
How would-
explain.
How like would she just appear to you? Would she come over and say hi to you?
No. I found this doll.
Doll. Take it out.
Yeah, that's my doll.
Is this your doll, or do you have another one that looks like this?
I had a doll like that one. Just like that one.
So-
Where is it?
Did you get it out of my room?
Mm-mm.
No.
We found it by the forest.
You see Eli go back into her little next to her little room in their cottage. Comes back, dangling
God
I take
damn
it.
it!
a doll like an exact fucking
You take
copy
I take it.
You take
of
it?
that doll.
Yep.
Open it up for him so he can see.
Alright, so I take a dagger, slit it open.
Iron totem.
Great. I
Listen,
I fail the wisdom. I hold it up. Sup, bitch?
There's a kid in the room. There's a kid in the room.
Sup, witch?
So I see you found another.
I pull up my totem. Yeah, we did.
Get off the line. I'm having a private conversation.
I snap it down.
yo.
She hangs up on both of you. Talks to Pam.
And I see you've lit a nice little skylight for us.
Yes. I mean, yeah!
Poor Peggy.
We need to give her a voice.
Well, we thought that poor Peggy just didn't have it in her. But can you save the children in time? I'm very hungry, you know. However, I will give you more time instead of 1 day. I will give you 2 days now to try and save the children. Dreadzilla Knucklebones might not be as forgiving as I am. A nice old granny I am.
Oh, are you done monologuing?
Yes, now it's your turn to talk.
What's your name?
How do
You
spell
know me.
Huh?
How do you spell that?
You know me as Granny.
Ha ha, yeah. Granny! Okay, so you're giving us 2 days.
Yes.
Where?
Where are they?
That's why I give you 2 days. You can try and find them.
You gotta give us a hint.
Yeah.
Is it Warwick?
No.
Harrison Nest? Whatever.
She doesn't reply to anything.
Okay.
How does she know
Thanks
what
up.
we have?
Someone can deduce is that the children are not dead yet.
I mean, that's great and all, but why?
She's probably interested in the fact that we were able to take out her sister.
Also blood, also hearts for Perrytons. There's a lot here.
Oh, when you search the cupboards in old Peggy Pitchwillow's house, you find corpse bits of what seem like dead hunters.
Oh, it's a nice little bit of
With Perryton talons in pieces of them.
Okay.
And hearts missing.
Okay.
So the Perrytons eat the heart and then get pregnant?
They reproduce,
And-
yeah.
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 That's how they stay alive.
And she watches that sick witch.
Wow.
Wow.
Listen, it's important that the townspeople round up these toys that their children have and get rid of them.
Well, we only know of 2. We don't know what else there could be. We can at least warn them about the 2. Or you can talk to... Actually, Sarah might be the most proactive one. I wouldn't talk to the mayor about this shit. No.
Long rest!
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
Go back
you
to
guys
the
get
end.
a
Long
long rest. The children are back. You
Let's
see
head back to the
Abatha before you guys leave. She looks back up at her parents and she's like,
Daddy, is it still Saturday? Are we going to church tomorrow?
and her dad says, "No, hon, don't worry. Church will be here on Wednesday in only a few days."
Wait, what?
Yeah, we have a 2-week service every 5 days.
Is it at... Where is the Wednesday service?
There's only one church, 2 services a week. Yeah.
One on Wednesday, one on Sunday.
Yeah.
None on Fun Day.
None on Fun Day
None on Wednesday or Tuesday.
or Thursday.
Or Thursday. And Goody Brackenbury
Yeah.
teaches the school, the
Yeah.
Sunday school on
Yeah.
Sunday?
She taught it today.
Is it Sunday? It's
Yeah.
Sunday. Okay.
The kids still go.
Okay. Church twice a week, school once a week. That checks out, right? Guys? Because the last time we had this, it was like church twice a week, and we were like, no, fuck that. Remember?
Oh, well, it was because the kids said that they had another church group that they went to or something like that.
Yes. One of the parents was talking about like, oh, they were talking about their or someone told us something about how the kid was talking about this granny that they had a second Sunday class with, and we
Right.
were like, what the fuck is this? Because that's not how it works.
There you go.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
Back to the tavern.
Now we're gonna sleep! Is the church holy water outside the church, like in the thing, or is it inside the church?
No, they keep that in the back. You'll have to ask Father
Ah.
Owen. We'll deal with that next time. Bye.
Bye!
Bye.
Happy Halloween.